Hi, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to open up to Spirit and give you messages that you need to hear at this time. So, we are going to tap in. Spirit, be with me now as I deliver these messages. Okay. I'm feeling like some of you are paying too much attention to what people are saying versus what you are believing about yourself. So, if you open yourself up to criticism and feedback, then be prepared for criticism and feedback, right? Okay, so that was just a message that came literally in right then and there. We've got some more cards coming out here. Okay, so yes, that is exactly the energy I'm feeling. Is this frustrated energy that, yeah, this is a point of you deciding what you truly care about and what you don't need to care about anymore. So it's that you've cared about it in the past, and now I'm feeling that moving forward, you're deciding to not care so much about this criticism or feedback. In fact, I feel you just going into this mode of, I don't really care what people say. Sure, I would love to hear feedback, but if it doesn't line up with my vision and what I'm feeling, then I'm not taking it, So there's just some of you, I feel this is building a frustration in you, but this is also coming in for you so that you can make that decision to show up for yourself. Yes. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands here. And then we have the Devil showing up. So this energy to me feels like you could be feeling very optimistic towards something, and then here comes the negative thoughts. It does feel a little bit like self-sabotage, but this is more energies around you that are creating these negative thoughts because of this criticism and feedback you're getting. And I think you can tell when the criticism and feedback is, gosh, golly, I am really dealing with some strong energy here. This is some very skeptical, doubting energy, and it doesn't feel good at all. It's coming from my heart chakra. Yeah, okay, interesting. Oh, wow. What? So you could be feeling the energy of someone that you are close to, or this feels like bigger energy than that. Let's get in this real quick. Okay, I'm being called to ding my bell, so sorry if that's loud. But man, does it really clear the energy. All right, so the whole criticism and feedback thing, that feels like only one part of the collective. So if you don't resonate with that, then there's more here. There's something happening around you that I just feel you losing something. This is the collective I'm feeling, so it feels like different things for different people. But one thing that's being lost here is your ego. And your ego is a fighter, let me tell you something. Your ego, that's what the Devil is. Your ego is so strong, man. You have really... I'm feeling fire. Oh, yeah, that's your ego is fighting you so hard. But you're coming in with this Page of Wands energy like, I don't care. You can fight me all you want to, but this is happening, right? Your ego is dying. Wow. Your ego is dying, you guys. Wow, what crazy feeling that is. So ego death feels literally like you're dying. Feeling like you can't move, can't make a decision, like everything is shit. What's the point? Questioning everything. Looking around you at people going, I'm doing everything that I know to do. What's happening? I'll tell you what's happening, an ego death. If you're going, what is happening? What's going on? Why am I feeling this way? I can't stop crying. I just want to drown my sorrows. Yeah, it's a really depressive energy. And that's because it's your ego. Your ego is all about, woe is me, poor pitiful me, right? Wanting someone to come along and save you. Yeah, that's your ego. So yeah, you're going through an ego death. It's big. It's big. It seems like you have used your ego a whole lot in life to make decisions and just to move forward. Feeling like, there we go. Okay, that feels a little better. But I am feeling like you have relied on your ego a lot to make decisions because it's been there your whole life, right? Your ego's been there all along. It's gone with you through everything, but honestly, this is like one of those toxic relationships where you just hang on because you've been through so much together. That's not a reason to stay with someone or your ego. So, and I'm hearing some of you, well, you have to have your ego. And you're right, there is a healthy dose of egoism that can help you, that can steer you in a direction. But, I'm being called to ask Google what the ego is. What is the ego? The ego is the part
In
of the...
psychology, the ego is the part of the personality that mediates between the id and the superego and also interacts with the external world.
Yeah. So since our ego is the one that interacts with the external world, that's your ego basically is a sponge for the external world. So all the things that are out and about, your ego soaks it up. All the stuff you see on social media soaks it up, gets it into your subconscious, and then that's how you act going forward. So I'm feeling like those of you that deal with your ego, it is time for you to start deciding what your ego is going to absorb in order to program your subconscious into, look at this card, the death, ego death. I'm telling you. Okay, so Spirit's like, okay, enough of the ego death. They get it, I think. And so we have some very interesting cards here outside of that, which is the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this is a merging, I'm feeling, of masculine and feminine energy and self-love. For most of you here, I really truly feel that this is a divine, like this is your masculine and feminine working together to move forward in life in self-love, filling your own cup, taking care of yourself. Oh, it feels so good. And then we have the Page of Cups right here. So this is inspiration, like being inspired. I feel a muse. There's someone or something that is inspiring you at this time. Or maybe you are an inspiration to others as you do this. As you have this ego death and as you go through the emotions and people see you rising above the chaos that they can feel in you, then you're like inspiring them to do the same. I've got two cards here that are face down and I have no idea what they are. So I'm going to look at them. All right, we've got Judgment and the Ten of Cups. So this ego death is definitely something that needs to happen in your life. and it's transformation. It's absolute transformation and rebirth, and you are going through it. You're going through it, but you're coming out so strong. And look, this is you harmonizing with your masculine and feminine and your inner child. Some of you may be in families or have children. This is harmony in all aspects. Very transformational time right now. So I could see you being very confused with the energies you may be feeling right now. Also, I'm hearing from Spirit that when something you put a lot of effort into doesn't go the way that you thought it would, it doesn't mean that what you were feeling drawn to. Let me get my words, please. If you were if you felt very drawn to put something out into the world, or create something, or do something, and you put so much into it, and then you release it to the world, and it doesn't have the response that you thought it would, Spirit is telling me to remind y'all that there was definitely a reason that you put that out into the world. And even if it helps just one person, that was the reason. And I'm hearing you go, but I want my things to to be bigger than that, right? Guess what that is. That's your ego. So I'm really feeling like, yes, having patience, because even though you put that thing out into the world and it was ready to go out into the world, there is this period of waiting to allow the universe do its magic. And I'm getting like the 3 days that Christ was it 3 days? Y'all, I'm not great on my Christian facts here, but anyways, that time between when Jesus died, interesting I say God, Jesus died and then he resurrected, well, there was like a 3-day period, right? So in that death, he came back, but there was that period in between, right? I know that Jesus died, but it almost feels like an ego death there too. Like everything died on that cross with him. His ego, any tie that he had to human attributes was gone. He chose to rise up and be an example. It's very interesting energy that I'm feeling right now. Jesus doesn't pop in very often, so when that happens, it's pretty profound. That's an interesting thing, though, to think that when he was up on that cross and he died, that everything died with him, everything that was holding him back. And it makes me go, and it makes me realize, like, and I might don't shoot the messenger here. I might make some people mad, but he was human. And even though he was capable of wonderful things as a human, he still was limited by his human body, right? So what I got after temperance was the 8 of Wands, meaning with this patience, this time of being patient and knowing that you are following the path that you're being led to go down, that opportunities are coming in, that you putting out these things that you feel very pulled to. I'm just seeing like somebody writing a book, or maybe putting out an article, or maybe putting out art, or maybe putting out a new design for a car, or, possibilities are limitless. My brain can't even come up with all the possibilities. But you're being pushed, you're being nudged to go in that direction for a reason. And, I keep looking this way because there's 3 owls right there, and I'm wearing my owl jewelry along with the feather, and the blue is indicative of Archangel Michael, who I'm working very closely with right now because I know that I need lots of protection right now. And he's saying to, if you feel that you're going through this ego death, call on him for protection while you go through this ego death. That was the first thing I did this morning when I was feeling really down. And so I just said, Archangel Michael, can you please protect me from these energies? And it was a process, but I trusted the process of going through this ego death and trusted the process of the waves of crazy emotions that I was feeling. And that's what you're being asked to do right now, is trusting that you're going through this for a reason, and fighting it is going to make it last longer, right? This morning I could have boohooed and kept boohooing and laid on the couch and not been productive, but instead I did several things to pump me up. Took a shower, a long shower. I put on jewelry that I love. I put on a dress that I feel good in. I went outside and grounded myself. I petted my dogs. I cleaned my house. I got smell goods going. I opened a window. I put on uplifting frequencies on YouTube. I played music that I can belt out to. There was a lot that I did to pump myself up, and it took every bit of it. I ate food. I ate some fruit that I felt good about. I drank water, So all of those things I did has definitely helped me get to the point where I'm able to do a reading for you guys. I was like, there's no way I'm doing a reading today. Absolutely no way. But as an energy worker, it was my duty and responsibility to get to that point that I could make those decisions. And something that really helped me was that shower. I stayed in it for as long as I possibly could until the water started kind of going cool. And I was like, okay, I do feel better. And I just let everything drain down the drain, like watched it go. Okay. Some of you, that was some good information for you to use going forward if you're feeling very down and low energy. The Knight of Pentacles is here. This is some hard-working energy I'm feeling. Not only is our opportunities coming in, but this is going to get you busy. Busy. And I just saw a big old fat bumblebee in the window. So that was confirmation that you are going to be very busy, but in a productive way. You are going to be working towards something you believe in. This is what you've been hoping for, I'm hearing. So if you are wanting opportunities to come in, be ready for them, okay? If that scares you, then there's some more work that you may need to do. Okay, those felt right. Yes, Knight of Swords here. This is being decisive, going after it. And then Queen of Swords here, making decisions based out of a neutral place of not highly emotional. Like if I made a decision this morning out of the place I was in, nothing would have gotten done today. Like I couldn't make a decision today. I couldn't make a decision this morning. But this is getting it together. Get it together. You're an adult. You're a big person. You're pitching a fit right now, and it's time to get in the mode of being able to make decisions. This is your energy right now. Making decisions out of fear and guilt and depression and worry and anxiety. But you're being called to have strength. This is my card, you guys. I'm a Leo. My card is strength. And do you know how much strength I had to muster this morning? My God, I'm not usually a braggadocious person. But holy shit, I'm proud of myself for getting out of the funk that I was in, because in the past that would have just sent me on the couch. I would have called out of work. I would have laid on the couch all day, pretended I was sick, when really I was just low vibing. I would have convinced myself I was sick. That way, when I did call in and say I don't feel good, it was the truth, I feel like a lot of you are doing that. Like you feel so low. You're like, I gotta be coming down with something. How in the world do I feel like this? When really, no, it's your energy, it's your ego. So it requires a lot of strength, a lot of strength to muster up the courage and the strength to be able to get out of that low vibing funky space. Okay. So big ego death happening for you guys. I'm really truly sending you and surrounding you with love and light because I know personally how hard that can be. And no, it's not just a one-time deal, you know. But when you choose to rise above it every single time, when you choose to come back to your high vibing self, when you choose to enter that vortex state, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Abraham Hicks talks all about it. When you choose to get there, then things start happening for you again, and you can make decisions and you can feel good about the future. But if you are in this low place, your priority is getting out of it. Your priority is finding joy and happiness and good vibing things, because you're not going to move forward in a productive, healed, growth, mature, responsible way if you're in this funk. Okay. Wow. Big messages for today. I'm going to stop there because I feel like that was just the main message. Is I can feel a lot of you going through an ego death, and I'm here to encourage you to keep going. I am going to someone on TikTok, someone I follow, I can't remember the name. It's ethereal something, but they posted a document talking about ways to, like, dopamine hits, you know, like ways to boost your self when you're in these low funky times, and it was so beneficial. Yes, it's so beneficial. So I might see if I can somehow post that or ask permission. I don't know, we'll see. But lots of good things. In fact, I'm gonna look it up now because I really want to share some of these things with you because it's so wonderful. Let's see here. Yeah, that was okay. Nope, nope, no. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so here it is. Yes. So quick hits, stretch in bed, breath work, stir your coffee or tea with intention, stand barefoot outside or on the floor, play ambient playlists while getting ready, read one page of a book. Set intentions for your day, make a meal that and charge it with your intentions, your energy. Move, journal. Oh my gosh, these are so good. Mist yourself with your favorite scent. Light a candle with intention. Reach out to a friend. Open the windows, say affirmations out loud. Oh my God, so many cool ways to just get it out there and open yourself up to lifting up. I don't want anyone to experience what I felt this morning, but I know people do. And so I really feel this message is important to get out there so that maybe this can help you elevate on days that you just don't want to elevate. And I get it. Some people want to stay in that funk. Again, that's the ego, because if you're in that funk, you're like, oh, I must be getting sick. I need to rest and not do anything. When really there's a big difference in letting the funk take over or choosing to rise above. Be like Jesus. What would Jesus do? You remember that? Oh, is that still a thing? What would Jesus do? WWJD? That's great. Okay, that is it. I'm signing off. Much love and light to you guys. Mwah! I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.